One last video, let's do a couple examples when A is negative. So when A is negative, it can be kind of confusing what your factors should look like. So my solution to that is we want A actually to be positive. It just makes things easier as far as how you write your factors. So the first thing that I always do is I go ahead and I factor out a -1 and bring it out front. So I kind of treat that like my greatest common factor. Now, if I had, let's say that this was -4, -8, and 6, I would actually factor out a -2 and bring that to the front. But since I don't have a common factor other than 1 or -1, I'm going to bring out the -1 just so that my A value is positive. And just trust me when I say that it's easier to do it this way, just to take care of it at the beginning. Then we can factor the expressions like the -1 isn't there. So your final answer is going to have a -1 there. Just make sure that you keep it there, that you write it as your final answer, because if it's not there, then it's technically not correct. So we're going to set up the problem using A times C. So A is now positive. C is negative, though. So we're going to use -20 and +8. And that's going to be negative or +10 and -2. And then from there, factor by grouping, split up the middle term. -5, and I'm just going to keep the -1 here to the left, and I'm really just ignoring it at this point. I'm just writing it, each step. So the greatest common factor of 4x squared and 10x is 2x. So 2x, and divide that by 2x, you get 2x, and you get +5, and then factor out a -1. And then you get 2x plus 5. Okay, so now we're ready to write our answer. Factor out 2x plus 5. And what's left is 2x minus 1. And I already have the -1 written there, but so make sure that it's included in your final answer. Try 15 on your own. Again, factoring out -1 first and then factoring it. So -5 and -1. Okay, so it's not going to be -2 and -3. I actually almost wrote that down because -2 times -3 is actually +6. So that doesn't multiply to 5. It has to be -5 and -1. -1, 5m, factor that out. It's going to be m minus 1. Then -1, factoring that out of the second group. It's going to be m minus 1. And final answer is -1, m minus 1, and 5m minus 1. All right. And now we are done with all the videos.